it could just be like a skill level thing. Maybe if he was at a higher level, he could have been able to assess like spacing and all that, kind of paying attention to more of the screen and stuff like that. So, anyways.
So we're seeing PAC, Diesel, and Ego staying in, and
Remolino and Wndy.
Yeah, RemolinoFeroz Wndy.
Yeah. Remolino being a really, really good Luigi player. I don't think he's in MIOM top 100, but he's definitely near the skill level of Fro.
Oh, yeah.
Them. I think I've seen him take at least a game or two off of them, and I want to say there's one really good player that he's beaten lately, but I can't remember off the top of my head. The last weekly that I hosted, someone was telling me about it, but I think it was Scythe who was telling me about it, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been not so long, but it's been a couple months.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, so Luigi's one of the weird characters who's, definitely usually a mid-tier, or considered a mid-tier, but we see him picked up in doubles, and doubles fairly often compared to like the other mid-tiers, and I think it's just disjointed hitboxes, fast movement through wave dashes,
floaty.
Yeah, floaty.
Hit stun is different on him.
Oh yeah?
Quote unquote different,
yeah.
Because he's one of the characters that can kind of nair you out of some of your combos that other characters can't normally do, right?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, fast nairs like Sheiks will definitely interrupt combos that would normally work on other characters.
Yeah. So I watched Remolino and Wndy versus... Wait, hello? This is illegal. I think they're just doing hand warmers. Okay, good.
Yeah, so if you don't know already, this stage, Fountain of Dreams, when there are 4 players on it, it can cause lag and reduce the FPS of the game. So in general, in doubles brackets, it's not legal. Yeah. For that reason.
Which is why we have Congo Jungle.
Yep. And so, if we see anyone pick Congo Jungle...
I wonder if the players are even aware that Congo Jungle is active. I know that for the longest time, there's been this debate about whether or not it should be. And I think recently, some of the big tournaments have been starting to get rid of it. Mostly because it's not a very popular choice, which is fine.
Yeah.
But anyways, I did see Remolino and Wndy play against Scythe and Eggy earlier, and it kind of reminded me of like floaty choices. Like why did Fox Peach beat Fox Luigi so badly? Because it wasn't a clean 2-0, but it was definitely like two stocks on both sides for both players, where like it was close for a little bit, but that the Peach and Fox team always somehow came out ahead on every trade or something like that.
So starting off, it looks like initially the Puffs really tried to ignore Fox and interrupt Fox to favor comboing Luigi more, and that ended up in them getting the kill on Luigi pretty quickly.
Which is good, because he's a very good stock tank due to his floatiness.
Definitely.
And we did see them have a problem with getting kills earlier. Like, when they played against Fox Falco. I don't know if it was just because they were still getting light hitboxes, or like the weak hitboxes. Well, or if it was just the characters themselves. Not really sure.
So they were getting kills off of like
edge guards.
Repeated bear edge guards. Nice save from Luigi, but it put him in a kind of bad spot, but he made it back anyways. So
let's go.
So yeah, it's been pretty even so far. It doesn't seem dominant in either side just yet. But I think Green Team is sort of finding their footing against the two Puffs.
Right. Well, so Fox can space around them pretty well, because he's got the really good disjoint back air like that. But I don't know how. Honestly, I've never played the Luigi Puff Master, so I don't know how it would work.
Yeah, and I Well, I think the highest level of display we saw of it was, I believe, Plup versus HBox, if I recall correctly, when he went Luigi the entire tournament.
That was last year?
I think that was at CEO.
Or CEO
I forget exactly.
In the summer, right? I think. No, that was when he played Fox. Something like that. I don't remember.
Huh. Well, I know he went all Luigi for one tournament, and it looked really. It didn't look terrible against HBox.
And this game is being kept really close. How is that Luigi still alive? I know he has really low weight. Well, no, okay, not really low weight, but he's got lower weight like the rest of the Mario Brothers. But
I think his
171 on Battlefield.
I think slow falling speed helps, and his recovery is sort of. I think one of the reasons he sort of shines in doubles is his recovery takes time. Takes a lot of time to actually punish successfully. So
you have to wait for his side B to fall down, and you have to wait for it to charge.
So when paired up with a character like Fox, the Fox has a lot of time to go in and then interrupt the potential edge guard on Luigi, allowing him to survive so long.
Yeah. So you see, oh my, what a team combo.
1 in 8 chance team combo. So that was Luigi's misfire. It's a 1 in 8 chance. And I think after...
Remolino's face is unfazed.
I think after you get one of them, you have half of a chance to get another one. I forgot.
I thought it was a fourth. So it starts as 1/8 and then it gets 1/4.
Well, yeah. So it multiplies by 2.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that suddenly shifted in Green Team's favor pretty quickly.
I can't. Green Team? What's going on? They definitely stood and watched the Puff back air like 6 times in a row in front of them.
Yeah.
Chokesies? No, there's no way. Come on. Just finish him off. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, that'll get the kill.
I don't know if that was just them like trying not to overcommit because of scared.
I mean, it's like in
nerves.
singles with versus Puff. Like, you aren't going to be going all the way out on your edge guards because Puff can so easily turn those things around.
Right.
So you always want to not overcommit.
Right.
That's the name of the game.
Do you think they were just trying to find like a good trade to go with? They have a Fox. They don't have to approach. They can just sit back and laser. Or Luigi can just like throw fireballs or something.
I
think there definitely could have been a better way to approach that, I think.
One thing I think they haven't really been getting much off of is grabs right now.
It's Puff.
So, well, yeah, but I think if they were quick with their grabs, they might be able to get some follow-ups. And I mean, we definitely aren't seeing the same like up throw up airs that we saw with Unrivaled.
Right.
But
they were also playing double spacing, which is a lot easier to work with.
Definitely.
In general. Well, okay, maybe not easier because it definitely takes a lot of tech skill.
So, watching Luigi here, I'm seeing like Puff's aerials are pretty consistently beating Luigi's aerials.
Disjoint hitbox, man, they're so
definitely. That's why most like low tiers are invalidated.
Right. Which is frustrating, like especially for people who love playing floaties, right? You know, Jigglypuff being what, number 6 on the list right now, I think, dies at what was that, 95? He got hit at what, 80 or like 78%?
Yeah.
With good DI, still died off the top of the biggest ceiling.
Yeah, that's another case where falling speed comes into account. Because when you die off the top, it's based on how fast you're going.
Oh, whether or not...
Yeah, so like, well, you know how characters can up B into the upper blast zone and not
Luigi
die.
with the infinite up B glitch or whatever, yeah.
But,
as long as you don't mess it up.
So if you're moving fast enough and you go up through the upper blast zone, it will kill you.
Okay. Right. One thing I find interesting is that, and this is the one thing that I do kind of credit Smash 4 on, is that the ceiling explosion, instead of always having a star KO off the top like Melee does.
Well,
you know what I'm talking about?
What do you mean?
So you can in Smash 4 you can die off the ceiling like you would on the side, or falling below.
Oh yeah,
like,
okay.
Not having the delay.
So you
timer.
don't always have the star KO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Which is, I think, would be interesting to add to Melee, just kind of give it like another style. Because then I guess it would be kind of a nerf to a Jigglypuff. Which, you know, why would you want to?
It would be random chance like everything.
Right. Anyways, yeah.
So we saw Luigi got a misfire on Jigglypuff there. So what both of the Jigglypuffs have been going for is you can pretty easily trade fair with Luigi's side B because lasting hitbox and just larger.
Yeah.
Lasting disjoint hitbox makes it really easy to get these connects to push Luigi off and push Luigi off and push Luigi off until he can't recover it again.
I know I should probably start looking at when they hit, because there's usually the go-to on hitting Luigi out of side B is to wait until after he finishes the misfire or almost finishes it, and then he starts to drop, because the lower you hit him when he drops, the worse it is. Because I know there's if you hit him too high, then the hits can only move him upwards even more. So if you wait a little bit longer, it's kind of a lot easier to edge guard him. You know what I'm trying to say?
Huh.
Like when he side B's, there's like a couple frames where his character model drops a little bit farther.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Slow down.
That's right.
And most of the time you're supposed to wait until that time to hit him, so it's a little bit easier to edge guard him.
And I think it has more lag when you land on stage as opposed to just ending up in the air.
Yeah. Anyways.
So
it's close, one hit.
Yeah, PAC, Diesel, and Ego have definitely been doing better this round, but they're having a bit of trouble killing Luigi.
Yeah, pretty much every stock, I think he's been almost at 200%.
Yeah.
Or near 180.
Oh, and this will be really bad for Red Team.
Oh my, what a conversion.
Yeah, the immediate shift.
The jab combo into back air.
Yep, and that left room for Fox to finish the up smash on the other Jigglypuff.
Because he rested and missed the rest.
Yep. So, yeah, well, it seems like Fate is making us only see 3-0s, but we'll see if that trend continues.
I think Fate just said no.
Maybe.
Well, okay, Remolino and Wndy won last game, last stock each, so we'll see if that one stock makes a difference. I don't think it will, just because towards the end of that last game, they were starting to pick up.
Yeah, PAC Diesel and Ego had a lead before the ending there.
Right, and they're starting to catch back up the pace.
It ended up just being that they traded with, they had too many trades with Luigi and Fox that ended up in too many stray kills.
I wonder if Luigi's going to stock tank as much as he did too, or if he'll even take as much. Because I know the Puffs have been having a hard time of just trying to kill him, but on top of that, like, what if they try and gimp him? Is it, like, will they be able to? See, so far they haven't been able to, but like, you know, they haven't put much of a focus on trying to kill Fox either.
Yeah.
They're just kind of spacing around both of them.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right decision.
Yeah, well, it's showing to not be due to that. I mean, that was a good trade, but like, they just haven't been able to get a kill. I said this earlier with all the weak hitboxes they've been getting. They just can't get a kill, and I don't know if that's just because they're on Dreamland, so the stage is bigger, and the forward air just doesn't have that strong of a hitbox, or if, oh my, that DI was disgusting.
So one thing I've seen Remolino do a couple times is when one of the Puffs gets a grab on Fox, and that usually happens on the platform, Remolino will be really quick to pick up and then jump and get a fair on,
or an air or something.
Yeah, a fair on the puff as they do the up throw.
Oh, he missed the up B!
The Shoryuken did not connect.
Now, my question is, why did he go for a forward throw instead of a forward smash? Did you notice that?
I don't think I picked that up.
Yeah. Almost died off the side. Maybe he just assumed it was enough percent, but oh my gosh, what a rest.
Caught the roll in.
And now it's even. Again. Well, okay, kind of. Luigi at 198. That's... The DI is so good! Remolino, you're a god! He just won't die.
Yeah, the puffs haven't been punishing that side B well enough. I think they were at one point, but they...
Especially like on Battlefield, they were doing a really good job at it. But do you think it's just the size of Dreamland? I can't tell.
I think maybe just since like they're hitting Luigi farther and it's taking more time for them to actually get to the point where they're punishing Luigi on the edge guard. So
well, this might also stem back to the fact that they're just focused, like too focused on getting the straight hits, and then also too focused on only hitting Luigi. That Fox is just kind of running around and dealing all this really free damage. Because look at them, they've pretty much tripled their damage intake since the last stock. Oh my!
That was sick. Luigi down smash, then Fox immediately got a grab, and then they punished it with a Shoryuken.
It's over, dude.
Yep.
Well, that one stock didn't seem to make a difference. Really good stuff by Remolino and Wndy. Really proving their dominance in the matchup.
Another 3-0.
Floaties, they're so good, apparently. The Luigi just wouldn't die. But
we're cursed to see only 3-0s.
Credit.
How do we break the curse?
You just do.